What's up, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free Major League Baseball home run prop show for Thursday, July 6th, 2023. Now, just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. It helps us out a ton if you're looking for my best bets. The games I love the most, including my daily $19 best bet, head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. We will get into the home run prop action momentarily. Sorry for getting this out a little bit late on Thursday. Thankfully, only looked at one afternoon game, so that's going to be my notification game. If you got notifications turned on, get the benefit of getting still having some time to get in the first game of the day. But if you don't worry. We have plenty of evening action, plenty of primetime action as well. This is going to be a video where you're going to want to keep your ears, perked up and listen to this one, because there are some plays I just do not have graphics for. I'm very sure that a lot of these guys are going to play, and we will have prices throughout the day, but at the time the video is being recorded and released, there was nothing on the board. So they will be official plays that I will have some cash on Thursday. But again, you just gotta stay tuned. Now, before we get into the home run props, we'll do the recap of the plays that we hit on Thursday. Had a great day yesterday. I want to remind everybody, these home run props are very high risk, high reward. They are not plays that I recommend anybody dump their whole bankroll into. Just plays to have on the side for some fun, some side action. Just have some pizza or some coffee money on, but nothing too crazy. Any plays that you take from here, you can take as many as you'd like. You don't have to play every single one that I give out here, but any plays that you do take a look at, I recommend playing them straight up. However, I do know that some people like to parlay home run props, so what I recommend is, if you're going to do a parlay on home run props, any parlay that's 3 legs or more, I recommend doing a round robin. It covers you off in case we have that one leg, because I mean, how many times we all had it, that one leg of the parlay that goes awry, and instead of getting paid out on a 3-leg parlay, and we would get paid out on a 2-leg parlay if we did a round robin, we get nothing because we didn't have the safety net. But yes, the round robin will drive up the cost of the bet, but it's worth having it, because like I said, that one leg could mess you up, and with the high volatility of home run props, it's definitely something that you want to consider. So if you bet $5 per bet, instead of just betting $5 on a 3-leg parlay, your bet would be $20, because you would bet the 3-leg parlay and then every combination of 2 in those 3 legs. But again, it's worth having the safety net. And hey, if you hit all 3 legs of the parlay, not only do you hit that 3-leg parlay, but you win on each combination of 2 as well, increasing your payout. But that's just my suggestion. Let's take a look at the home run props that we did hit on Wednesday. We hit a few of them. We started things off with Luke Raley. We didn't have a graphic for him at the time, but I said it was going to be an official play, and he did come through for us for the Tampa Bay Rays. We also had Nick Castellanos come through at plus 480 in that matchup against the Rays in what was a bullpen game for Tampa. It didn't matter to Castellanos. He went yard. Also had Adolis Garcia come through at plus 360. He's been hitting very well in that series against the Red Sox. Matt Olson came through at plus 200. Wasn't a great payout, but hey, if you had it as a parlay piece, congrats. And hey, it's still plus 200 coming back on our money. Also had Christian Walker come through at plus 390. And Jack Sawinski came through for us at plus 340. Although the Pirates did fall just short in that game against the Dodgers. But before we get into the home run prop action for Thursday, I want to remind everybody, I love interacting with you guys. So, let me know in the comment section below. Do you like the angle I took on some of these games? Do you not like the angle? Do you have player props of your own? Let me know. But if you're going to do that, drop them in the comment section before the games actually start. If they're not in there before the games start, they don't help anybody. And we're trying to beat the books as a team here, Pickdawgz. One team, one goal. And that goal every single day, whether it's sides, money lines, totals, spreads, player props, you name it, is to get us paid, and we're here to beat the books as a unit. So make sure if you drop those plays in the comment section that they're in there before the games start. But let's get into the home run prop action for Thursday. The afternoon game that we're going to look at here is the Reds and Nationals. And like I said, I'm going to get this out as soon as possible. If you have to put your bet in while you're listening to the rest of the home run props, do that. You can also pause it and come back to it. It's here for you, because this is the only afternoon game. The next game after that's going to be around the 6:40 time slot. So the first one we're looking at here is Spencer Steer at plus 380. He's hitting .571 with 3 home runs in the last 2 weeks against left-handed pitching. Mackenzie Gore, he has been hittable as of late. He's given up a home run in 5 of his last 7 starts, and with the way that Steer is swinging the bat right now, I think he's definitely worth a look at this price. So give me Spencer Steer at plus 380. I'm also going to look at Matt McLain at plus 350. He's hitting .333 with a pair of home runs and 3 extra base hits in the last 2 weeks against left-handed pitching. So give me Matt McLain for a homer at plus 350. I'm also really leaning towards Ellie De La Cruz. I think he took that little bat call out from Davey Martinez in the Nationals yesterday a little bit personally. Hit a home run then, but I think he could get another here. He just doesn't have strong power numbers against lefties in the last 2 weeks, but hey, when's that stop me? I'm going to probably take a strong look at Ellie De La Cruz. Just missed out on being an official play here, but maybe you can almost consider it an official play without a graphic. Anyways, we're going to look at Lane Thomas for the Nationals on the other side at plus 380. Again, the Nationals facing a lefty, it's going to be Lane Thomas for me. He's hitting .636 in the last 2 weeks with a home run against left-handed pitching. Brandon Williamson, he hasn't given up a homer in his last 2 starts, but he has been prone to giving them up more often than not as a major leaguer. So I'm going to go with Lane Thomas for a homer at plus 380. I'm also going to look at Stone Garrett for a home run at plus 320. He's hitting 467 with a pair of home runs, 4 extra base hits in the last 2 weeks against left-handed pitching. So give me Stone Garrett for a homer at plus 320. We're going to go to this matchup now for the Phillies against the Rays. And I'm going to go with Nick Castellanos again here. It looks like another bullpen game for Tampa. Sean Armstrong set as the opener, so no splits versus the handedness of the opposing pitcher here for me. But Castellanos, overall in the last week, hitting .290 with 4 home runs, 7 extra base hits. So give me Nick Castellanos at plus 390. I'm also going to look at Alec Bohm for a home run here at plus 800. He's hitting .522 with a pair of home runs and 4 extra base hits in the last week. So at this price, I got to go with Alec Bohm at plus 800. And I'm also going to go with Bryson Stott at plus 850. We usually get decent value with Stott, and this is no different. He's hitting .450 with 3 extra base hits in the last week. So give me Bryson Stott at plus 850. I'm also leaning towards Bryce Harper, who does have a .429 average, 3 extra base hits in the last week as well. So I would look at Bryce Harper for a lean. For the Miami Marlins in this matchup against the Cardinals, I'm going to go with Garrett Cooper for a home run at plus 650. He's been one of the stronger hitters for Miami against righties. He's hitting .263 with a pair of home runs in the last week against right-handed pitching. Now, Jack Flaherty, he did pitch well against the Yankees, but like the Cardinals as a whole, he has been inconsistent, and he's definitely able to get beat up here. So I'll take Garrett Cooper for a homer at plus 650. I'm also going to look at Jesus Sanchez at plus 500. He's hitting .400 with a pair of home runs in the last week against righties. Wouldn't surprise me if Sanchez got another one here. So give me Jesus Sanchez for a homer at plus 500. Now on the other side for the St. Louis Cardinals, I'm going to take a couple shots here. This one's one of my bigger bombs of the day. We're going to go with Brendan Donovan for a home run at plus 1,000. Hitting .563 with a pair of home runs in the last week against right-handed pitching. Now, Yuri Perez, he hasn't allowed much at home. He does have an ERA just over 1, but this is just a strict value play for me. The way that Donovan's been hitting righties as of late, definitely worth a shot. So give me Brendan Donovan for a homer at plus 1,000. Also looking at guys like Paul Goldschmidt at plus 440. He's hitting 3 with a pair of homers in the last week against righties. So Paul Goldschmidt will play at plus 440. And Nolan Arenado at plus 480. He's hitting .500 with a home run. 6 extra base hits in the last week against righties as well. So give me Nolan Arenado at plus 480. Now, one play that I was looking at here for the Cleveland Guardians was Miles Straw. He's hitting .308 in the last week against righties, and in his career, .375 with a pair of home runs against Jordan Lyles, who has been one of the worst starters in baseball this season in terms of giving up home runs. He's allowed 19 this season, a barrel rate just under 12%. But no price on Straw for me as of yet. I, for some reason, think he's going to play. I don't know why there is no price on him. I think that he's definitely in play here. So if you see a price on Miles Straw, I would definitely take a shot on it. But other than the matchup play for Miles Straw, I'm really struggling to feel comfortable with any Guardians for home runs as usual with Cleveland. This is a team that plays, from what I find, a lot of small ball, and I don't necessarily trust him for a ton of home runs. And I mean, I really want to take more swings here though against Jordan Lyles, but nothing really jumps off the page to me. Are you guys playing any Guardians? Let me know in the comment section below. But let's get back into the plays we do have official plays on. And then we're going to go to this Red Sox and Rangers match. We're going to go to Justin Turner for a homer at plus 540. He's hitting .375 with a pair of home runs in the last week against right-handed pitching. And Nathan Eovaldi, he hasn't allowed a lot of home runs as of late, but he has given up 4 in his last 4 starts. With Turner in current form, he's worth a look here at plus 540. Here's our other big bomb of the day, Jarren Duran at plus 1,000. Hitting .550 with a home run and 7 extra base hits in the last week against right-handed pitching. Got to ride a hot hand with Jarren Duran here. He's not only, like I say, maybe not hitting for home runs, but he is definitely hitting for contact. Maybe there's a market here for Duran to hit a triple as well. I think that could definitely be worth taking a look at here. You usually get some decent plus money on a player to hit it. So give me Jarren Duran for a home run at plus 1,000. I'm also going to look at Masataka Yoshida at plus 700. He's hitting 545 with a home run against right-handed pitching in the last week. So give me Masataka Yoshida at plus 700. Also going to look at Adolis Garcia again at plus 265. He's hitting 296 with 3 home runs, 6 extra base hits in the last week against right-handed pitching. Cutter Crawford, he's given up a pair of home runs in back-to-back starts. I think Texas can get to him here. I'm going to take Adolis Garcia for a homer at plus 265. Now, I did like Leody Taveras as well. I couldn't find a price on him, but he is hitting 409 with a pair of home runs, 4 extra base hits total in the last week against righties. I'm also leaning towards Jonah Heim as he's consistently a power threat for the Rangers lineup for much of the season. So I'm going to take Jonah Heim if I can find a price on him as well. I think for just a couple of bucks in a lean as well. Now, this is where I said you wanted to sort of keep your ears, tuned into this home run prop video and not just skip through for the graphics because, I do like a lot of Houston Astros here, but with the uncertainty of who they're sending to the mound, the books have held off on a lot of the home run props from what I found at the time this video is being recorded. So what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to give you the official plays that I like. I'm going to give you my reasoning for them. So any plays for the Houston Astros that you hear right now are going to be official plays, just as if I had a graphic for them. The first one I like is Jose Altuve for the Astros. He's hitting 308 with a pair of home runs in the last week against right-handed pitching. George Kirby getting the start for the Mariners. He's allowed a home run in 3 straight starts, and 4 of his last 5. He's given up 8 total home runs in those 7 starts. So take Jose Altuve. Also take Jose Abreu. He's hitting 400 with a pair of homers in the last week against righties. Kyle Tucker hitting 455 with a pair of home runs in the last week against righties. And Yainer Diaz hitting 273 with a pair of home runs and 4 extra base hits in the last week against right-handed pitching as well. So those will be the 4 plays for the Astros for me. Jose Altuve, Jose Abreu, Kyle Tucker, and Yainer Diaz. But before we get into the rest of the home run prop action for Thursday, I want to remind everybody, obviously the purpose of this home run prop show is to put you on some free home run props, some nice plus money winners, but it's also to highlight the benefits of using the betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays. You can see from the graphics, which we get directly from the betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays, these betting tools show you the player prop. They show you how often it hits. You can change the sample size for how often it hits. 5 games, 10 games, all games this season. They show you the player prop, they show you how often it hits, and they show you which sportsbook is giving you the best possible price. The nice thing is if you're not a client or a customer that has an account at that sportsbook, you click on the price that's being given to you there. You get to sign up for a sportsbook bonus offer on us. You get to play that best possible price with that sportsbook bonus, and you also add to your advantage over the books that they can't take away from you, which is your ability to shop lines and find the best possible number. There are also other betting tools there. If you like betting hot and cold streaks, there's a streaks tool. If you like betting parlays, there's multiple parlay builders. Profitable teams, profitable angles, tons of betting tools for you to check out and make some money with. I could probably do a show for an hour or so every single day just picking through the day's action and using those betting tools to find some winners. But I honestly think it's better if everyone just goes on over to those betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays. Check them out for yourself. We all have different betting strategies, so just find the one that fits you, and there's probably a tool there to help you make it even stronger. But let's get back into the home run prop action. Only a couple more games to look at for Thursday's action. Going to go with Lourdes Gurriel Jr. for the D-backs against the Mets at plus 650, hitting 250 with 3 home runs against right-handed pitching in the last week. Carlos Carrasco getting the start for the Mets here. He's allowed a home run in 7 straight starts and 8 homers in that 7-start stretch. So give me Lourdes Gurriel Jr. for a home run at plus 650. I'm also going to look at Christian Walker for a homer at plus 440. He homered for us on Wednesday, and while I don't base it solely on that, I think a hot run is coming for Walker. Carrasco, the perfect guy for that to happen against. Walker has a pair of home runs against righties in the last week. So give me Christian Walker for a homer at plus 440. And for the Mets, I'm also going to look at a couple guys here. I'm going to look at Brandon Nimmo at plus 550. Arguably the Mets' best bat since the start of June against right-handed pitching. In the last week, he's hitting 278 with 3 home runs against right-handed pitching. Ryan Nelson getting the start for Arizona here. Nelson has been far better on the road, which doesn't help him here at home at Chase Field, where he does have an ERA over 7 this season. So give me Brandon Nimmo for a homer at plus 550. I'm also going to look at Francisco Alvarez at plus 500. He's got a pair of home runs against right-handed pitching in the last week. So give me Francisco Alvarez for a homer. You can see 3 home runs in a home run in 3 of his last 5 games as well. So give me Francisco Alvarez at plus 500. And we're going to go to our last matchup, the Pirates and the Dodgers. I'm going to go with Brian Reynolds for a homer at plus 500. He's got a home run and a career 357 batting average off of Julio Urias, who has really struggled even before he went on the injured list. He's given up 11 home runs in his last 7 starts going back to late April. And in his return, yes, he didn't allow a home run, but he gave up 5 runs in 3 innings to the Royals of all teams. And he's also allowed 6 home runs in his last 4 starts head-to-head against Pittsburgh, including a pair of home runs in his first start against them back on April 27th. So give me Brian Reynolds for a home run at plus 500. I'm also leaning towards Jack Suwinski if you can find a price on him. He's hitting 364 with a homer in the last 2 weeks against lefties with a small sample size. So lean towards Jack Suwinski for the Pirates as well. And our last play, the lone standalone play for the Dodgers for me, Mookie Betts at plus 350. He's really the only Dodger I feel comfortable taking right now, and even then I might have to jump ship soon on the Dodgers. Betts right now, though, hitting 455 with 3 home runs, 8 extra base hits in the last week against righties. Johan Oviedo starting for the Pirates. He's given up a homer in 3 straight starts, so give me Mookie Betts for a homer at plus 350 to round things out. But let's do a recap of the plays that we did give out for Thursday's action. And we started things off with the afternoon games. We started things off with Spencer Steer at plus 380. Also had Matt McLean at plus 350. Strongly leaning towards Ellie De La Cruz. Almost an official play for me here for De La Cruz for the Reds. For the Nationals, Lane Thomas at plus 380. And Stone Garrett at plus 320. For the Phillies, Nick Castellanos at plus 390. Alec Boehm at plus 800. And Bryson Stott at plus 850. Also leaning towards Bryce Harper in that game as well for the Phillies. For the Marlins, Garrett Cooper at plus 650. And Jesus Sanchez at plus 500. For the Cardinals, we're going to go with Brendan Donovan at plus 1,000. Paul Goldschmidt at plus 440. And Nolan Arenado at plus 480. Also leaning towards Miles Straw for the Guardians. Again, no graphic for him on that one. Couldn't find a price on him, but I do think he goes there with the matchup against Jordan Lyles. For the Boston Red Sox, we're going to go with Justin Turner at plus 540. And Jarren Duran at plus 1,000. As well as Masataka Yoshida at plus 700. Also, for the Rangers, going to go with Adolis Garcia at plus 265. Also looking at Leody Taveras and Jonah Heim in that game as well for the Rangers. But nothing official there. For the Diamondbacks, before I get to the Diamondbacks, all the Astros that I was looking at, again, didn't have any graphics on the Astros just because of the status of their pitcher up in the air. The books haven't released any odds for the Astros at the time I'm recording this. So my 4 Astros I would look at for home runs, official plays for me, Jose Altuve, Jose Abreu, Kyle Tucker, and Yainer Diaz for the Astros there. For the Diamondbacks, you're going to go with Lourdes Gurriel Jr. at plus 650 and Christian Walker at plus 440. For the Mets, you're going to go with Brandon Nimmo at plus 550 and Francisco Alvarez at plus 500. For the Pirates, Brian Reynolds at plus 500, and if you can find a price on him, Jack Suwinski for the Pirates as well. Didn't have a graphic on him, but it will be an official play for me should he be playing. And Mookie Betts for a home run for the Dodgers at plus 350 to round things out. But thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Closing in on 135,000 subscribers here on our YouTube channel. Couldn't have done it without your guys' love and support, so thank you so much for that. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Smash that thumbs up. It helps us out a ton. It lets us know that you guys like this home run prop content. Keeps me doing it for you. And if you haven't already, make sure you have notifications turned on. You can see today with that Reds-Nationals game, trying to get this video out as quickly as possible. Sometimes just things happen, and I want to be able to give you the most up-to-date information. So if you have notifications turned on, you get the video as soon as it drops. You get to check out the home run prop plays, the picks, and you get them in as soon as possible. And again, don't worry if you didn't get them in. There's plenty of action on the board for today. But if you're looking for my best bets, the games I love the most, you can find those at Pickdawgz.com by clicking the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. And while you're at Pickdawgz, the Sports Chat place, check out these betting tools. They are there for you to use. They are 100% free. You're not going to find betting tools like this anywhere. And even if you find anything remotely close, you're not going to find anything as extensive as this for 100% free like we're giving them to you here at Pickdawgz. They are a great tool to have on your belt and a great asset when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon. Let's crush the books on Thursday.